So everybody has been asking us about these pins we've been wearing. Well, you all know that we have been behind our president since day one.
Yes.
Since day one. Never wavering, nor backing down.
Nor backing down, that's right.
Right? So we have our Women United for Trump pins. And I'm going to pull it up close so that you can see, you all. Our Women United for Trump pins. Can y'all see them? Can y'all see them right there? Okay. Yes. So we have those available at Diamond and Silk Store, diamondandsilkstore.com. So if you go over there and purchase one, I think it's, how much are they?
$15.95.
I think
free
they're
shipping.
$15.95. It's free shipping and handling, so you don't have to worry about any shipping and handling. You go over there, you make your purchase with, and it's called Women United for Trump. Now, I know the men like, well, why you Diamond and Silk, y'all don't ever think about us. Well, listen, men, I want you to go buy one of these for your woman.
That's right. Go
buy one for your woman. Because I think it's very important in this time with everything that's going on in our country, with the left-wing media, how they spinning something, with the elites, how they're doing,
that's
with
right.
the undercover BS, that it's important that we stand behind our president.
That's right. No matter what.
No matter what.
We have to be loyal to the process, to his success, because his success means success for us.
For everybody.
For all of us.
And listen, you all, they are trying to distract us. I'm just going to throw this out here to you. Y'all remember the other day, this country that was having an election, and this guy that won.
Right.
Well, what y'all don't realize is Obama interfered in that election.
That's right. That's
because
exactly
he made a commercial for those people over there, and that man won. So really, that man is going to be somebody's flunky.
That's right.
He's going to be somebody's
puppet. He's going to be a puppet on a string.
And what they doing, they keep spinning all of this other stuff in the news to try to distract us.
Right.
And my question is, what is Obama doing? And what is Hillary doing? Because we heard she done already made her up some kind of super PAC child.
Super PAC ready for the resistance and stuff.
So we need to start paying attention. So I'm behind my president. Now, I've been hearing rumors about people saying this and saying that about the president. I don't waver, I don't sway.
Right.
I am behind my president 100%.
Right.
So I want, if you are a woman, even if you are a man, go buy this for your woman, go buy this for your mother.
That's
As a matter of fact, I gave my mom hers for Mother's Day. She was the first one to get one.
That's right.
And she was so excited about wearing her pin. She was just all like, this is mine. Because, you know, she also voted for our man, Donald J. Trump.
Yes, and our mother loved President Trump.
Our parents love him.
Yes.
So, go over there, purchase one at the Diamond and Silk Store, diamondandsilkstore.com. It's free shipping and handling, and I want you all to wear these and wear them proudly. And they are big enough where people are not bashing you and harassing you, but you take pride and you have a peace, you have a little joy with knowing that, you know what, hey.
When somebody asks me about my pen, that's fine with me because it starts a conversation.
It starts a conversation.
And when I get finished conversating with them, they be like, well, you know what? I didn't see it that way.
Right.
So it starts a conversation. So.
But anywho, you all. So go over there and purchase one, okay? All right. So today, let's speak on some things that happened.
Yes,
because
we got a lot going on.
It's been day 6. The media is still pushing Russia, okay? But I want to tell y'all some things that happened today.
Okay.
So President Trump delivered remarks at the 36th annual National Peace Officer Memorial Service today.
Right.
Listen, you all. He honored the officers that had been killed within the last year in the line of duty.
Wow.
I thought that was phenomenal.
Yes.
He said, we are living through an era in which our police have been subject to unfair demonization and vilification, and even worse, hostility and violence.
Right.
More officers were slain last year in ambushes than in any year in more than 2 decades.
Oh my God, that's a shame.
Right. He said he will always be there to support the incredible men and women of law enforcement as much as they have always supported me. The president said that he wants to see, anytime that we see an officer, we need to just simply say thank you. And every time we see an officer, I don't care where I'm going, if I see an officer, I'm always, thank you for your service.
They may want to take a picture with us. We still stop and say thank you
for your service.
Yes.
Because I think it's very, very, very important that we have to have law and order.
We have to. Yes.
And if you don't have these officers going out there risking their lives, they risk their lives every day to protect
every single day.
Us.
Yes.
Okay. And if we don't have that, we're going to have chaos.
And they leave their family to protect our family.
That's exactly what they do.
And so we need to treat them with the utmost
with
respect.
the utmost respect, because they don't get paid a whole lot.
No.
To risk their lives.
And I understand we have some bad apples in the bunch. I got that part.
Absolutely.
However, we have to respect our officers.
We have to respect them. We have to do that. We really have to do that.
Yes.
And so, during the weekend, you all, when over the weekend, you're with your family, you may be with your friends, and the conversation came up about Senator Jeff Sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have some people that feels like that. Well, let me tell you about what's going on with Senator Jeff Sessions.
Okay, what's going on with him?
Okay, with Senator Jeff Sessions, he is pushing for tougher sentences.
Okay.
Okay, now during the Obama administration just gave you a slap on the hand.
Just a slap on the wrist. Okay.
But with them having a slap on the hand, if you look at Chicago and Baltimore, you see crime is out of control.
Oh my God.
It's out of control.
It is ridiculous.
So you have some people feel like with him pushing this tougher sentencing, that it is going to affect, somebody said the hood.
The hood.
Okay,
the hood.
all right, okay.
It's going to affect, okay.
And they feel like they not going to go into the suburban areas. Well, the point is, they don't want to go into any areas.
Right.
But what we cannot do is have crime rapid like this. We cannot have crime. We cannot have people having other people that lives in the community scared to come out of their house.
That's
because
right.
they out there murdering people, killing up people,
Right.
shooting, gunning down people.
Right.
We can't have that.
Right.
And when it comes to those people, we can't just give them a little slap on the wrist.
Right.
You ain't gonna be doing no just 1 year after you done took somebody's life.
Right.
We may have to lock you down for a while. And so what I wanted to, when we was having a conversation, what I brought up was personal responsibility.
Yeah.
Personal responsibility. Now, you cannot live where you live and think you can go out there and steal Miss Millie's goat or her hog or her chicken.
Right.
And think you ain't going to go to jail.
Right. That's
And
right.
there's something in these young people's mind, these
The
millennial
millennials,
minds,
yes.
where they feel like they can do whatever they want to and
Right.
they don't have to face any consequences.
Right.
And that's not going to happen up under this administration.
Oh.
You all, and see, people, they don't get, he's creating order.
Right.
We got to have order.
Right.
Do you know there's people in communities in Chicago that are afraid to come out of their homes because of all of the violence?
Oh, that is
We
so
can't have
sad.
people living in a community that don't want to go outside
Right.
because they're afraid of their neighbors.
And scared to walk down the street to get a loaf of bread because they scared they may get shot.
Yes. And listen, you all, I went to, they was talking about the president on TV eating 2 scoops of ice cream.
Right.
Child, so I had to go run to the stove to get me some ice cream, but I did ice cream cones.
Okay.
And when I walked in the store, I went on back there and I got my ice cream. And when I went back up to the front of the store to pay for it,
Right.
the lady was afraid, the cashier.
Uh-huh.
And I asked her, I said, well, what's wrong? She said 2 guys had walked in there and she thought that they were about to rob the place.
Oh,
Girl,
wow.
can you imagine them trying to rob the place and my behind is in there?
Woo.
We would have got out of there. I would have went the hell off.
Yes,
I would have
went off. Yeah, you would have got them straight.
and
yeah.
and I asked her, and don't nobody take offense to this, but I wanted to know.
Okay.
I said, well, were they white? Were they black? She said they were black guys.
Okay.
I said, why is it? They may have just came in and asked a question. But why did you feel so fearful?
Mm-hmm. Well, was she black or white?
She was black.
Oh, okay.
She was black. And she did not want to tell me that.
Right.
And I said, you can tell me the truth because I'm not going to ostracize you, criticize you, stigmatize you.
Right.
If you have an issue with some men walking up in the store and they don't look right and it don't feel right, you have a right to feel that way.
That's right.
And I'm sorry that some people are being stereotyped. Maybe they shouldn't. But listen, people going to have to start taking personal responsibility for your aura, for your demeanor, and the way you look. You can't come off cocky, and you can't come off where people are afraid.
Right. And see, the media has helped contribute to the stereotyping of a lot of black men.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And, I mean, everybody is entitled to look the way they want to look.
Right.
Okay? But there's this thing, this stereotype that is going on and is creating fear.
Right.
In the minds of everybody. This was a black lady.
This was a black
that
girl.
Feared 2 black males
when they walked into the store.
Okay.
And I'm just like, so how do we? And I told, and another lady was sitting there. She was black. I said, we got to have the conversation.
Yes.
We got to have the conversation, and then. You can look the way you want to, but always remember to watch your aura
Right.
and watch your demeanor. Because
Yes.
even though I'm real mouthy and boisterous,
Right.
when I go in the store, I watch my aura and my
Right.
demeanor because I don't want to come across as if I'm being offensive
Right.
or as if I'm being intimidating.
Intimidating. Right.
And I think sometimes men have to watch their aura and their demeanor.
Right.
So
Right,
that
right.
women won't be afraid.
Afraid.
And I don't care what color the man is.
Right.
It could have been two white boys that walked up in there that didn't feel right.
Right.
But on this instance, it was
Right.
two black men.
But see, okay, because society have said if you look this particular way,
Right.
then you fit this particular statistic.
Okay, got it.
Okay? And I'm trying to keep from describing the statistic type,
Right.
because I'm not here to offend anybody.
Right, because
But
I think people can look the way they want to look.
They can look-
However, you
Yes.
may not get a job looking like some of these ways.
Right,
If you
right,
sit
right,
around and you
right.
got your pants all the way down to
There
your
you
knees,
go.
nobody may not hire
Don't
you.
nobody
for
want to
that.
see your blooming.
Because the first thing I'm thinking of is mental illness.
That's
Because
right.
if we can't walk around like that, mental illness will if you were sane, it would tell you to put a belt on.
Don't nobody want to see your ass.
Don't nobody want to see that.
They don't want to see that. And you
I'm
shouldn't want to show nobody
And I
that.
want young people to understand because I love y'all so much.
Right.
Auntie Diamond and Auntie Silk love y'all.
We love you.
Or we could be your sisters.
Whatever you want to
Listen, when you walking up in these stores,
Right.
do not come across as if you're being, what can I say? Check your aura.
Check your aura.
Check your aura and
yourself.
check your demeanor.
Yes.
Check your aura and check your demeanor.
Yeah, when you go into the bank, the post office, the airport,
Right.
you know,
Everybody has to do it.
there's a presentable way that you have to present yourself. It's just like if you go into a job interview.
Right.
Okay? You wouldn't go with your pants hanging down.
Right.
I wouldn't want to hire you. You have your pants hanging down.
Right.
And you stinking and your teeth look like it's yellow and brown.
Right.
And you hadn't brushed them in years.
Or floss.
Or
because it's
floss
good to
them.
floss.
Yes. And you
yes,
looking
yes.
nasty.
Right.
Yes.
But the girl told me, she said, they came into the store and asked questions. So
Okay.
that may have been what alarmed her. Because if you go in the store, why you gonna come up in there and I'm the cashier, you ask me, unless you just didn't want to go find it. Look, I don't know.
We don't
I
know.
just know she was very, very fearful.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay. I just I'm talking to all men tonight, okay? I don't care whether
Everybody.
you white, black, Hispanic,
But even
Asian,
our women.
and even our women.
down to our
watch
women.
your demeanor when
Watch
you're walking up
yourself.
in these stores,
That's
okay?
right. Yes.
So that people won't get the wrong impression. Go
Impression.
get what you want to get,
Yes.
and then but don't look so intimidating
Right.
where people think, oh my God, I'm about to be robbed. Okay, that's all I got to say.
That's right.
And as it pertains to Jeff Sessions and the Justice Department, listen to me.
Right.
We have to create order. Where there's no order, there will be chaos.
Chaos,
And what these
yes.
young people are going to have to understand, and I know what Whoopi Goldberg and them sit on TV and tell you,
Right.
Jesse Jackson and
Yes.
Al Sharptons and some of these other people
Yes.
and the Antifas with this
Yes.
resistance stuff.
Uh-huh.
But you can't get out here in the real world and do no silly stuff
Right,
like
right,
that.
right.
Because
Right,
you ain't
right,
going to have
right.
no job.
That's right.
You ain't going to have
That's
no
right.
job, and you're going to be somewhere in jail.
In jail.
Fooling around and acting a
Without
fool.
the bail.
And you can't go out here committing crimes.
Right.
It's called personal responsibility.
Yes.
You take responsibility for yourself.
That's right.
That means you ain't stealing out the store.
That's right.
That means you're not stealing from your neighbor.
Right.
That means you're not gunning down your brother, whether he's black, white, Asian, Hispanic, or whatever.
Right.
It's up to you to take personal responsibility.
And that means you're not standing on the corner selling drugs.
That's right.
Or being amongst. Okay, if you know that this crowd of people
Right.
gets in trouble,
That's right.
why is your ass there?
You shouldn't be there.
and
you shouldn't
then
be there.
when you get arrested,
Then you're mad at
then
the
you come
police.
calling your mama,
Right.
and you mad at the police.
Right. Don't even be a part of that atmosphere.
Right.
Okay? If you live in a community and you know that they acting crazy down the street,
Right.
why you going down there just to see? Don't even
Walk
be going
out the
down
way.
there. Don't even go down there just to be nosy. Because whatever happened, you may get arrested in all of that.
And all of
foolishness.
them walk away, but you be
Right.
the one getting arrested.
Right. And then somebody said, well, why won't they go in the hood? They going in where the crime is happening
Where the
at.
crimes is happening
Where's
in
the
the
crime
hood.
happening at?
Yes.
And why do we call the hood the hood? Who started that?
Who started the
Because please
hood?
don't blame white folk for that.
Oh.
Don't blame white folks for that one right there. So it was just, being with family and friends and trying to explain to some how things work.
Right.
We have to create order.
Yes.
And young people, you cannot go out here and do whatever you think you want to do and get in trouble and think somebody is going to be a crime on your behalf.
Especially since you think it's your First Amendment right to do so.
To do so.
Yeah.
You have to follow the law. We have laws.
Yes.
And our police officers are here to enforce the law. And yes, we know that there's bad apples, okay? But there's bad apples in every bunch.
Yes.
I cut my TV on the other day. I think some woman did something to some child, and the child was at the school, and she's a teacher. So it's bad apples in every bunch.
Bad apples everywhere.
But we still need teachers to teach, and we still need our officers to protect. To protect the community and serve.
That's right.
So with that being said,
yes,
and I was just, if you go back and if you look at some things, according to time.com, 30 of the largest U.S. cities saw double digits in like murder and crime in 2016.
Right.
You are under a new era. You are under a new president.
Right.
That is not going to tolerate all of this crime, and people are going to be able to go outside if they want to barbecue.
That's right.
And not worry about getting gunned down because you and JoJo have a beef about we don't know what.
Right.
We had nothing to do with the beef.
Right.
Okay?
That's right.
Y'all got to stop all that. Y'all got to stop that foolishness. You got to stop that killing. You got to stop that killing. Anything that's going to get you in some foolishness and some trouble, you got to wake up and you got to stop it. And we know that some on the left won't tell you that.
Right.
But we're going to tell you that because what we try to do is save your life. Let me save your life now.
Right.
When you go in there, I can't help you.
We can't help you.
I can't help you once you're up in there.
That's right.
I can only help you now before you go there.
Right.
So what I'm saying is don't start no, won't be no.
And I always say that you become a product of your environment.
Absolutely.
So if you take and you stay around mess,
right.
You're going to start to smell mess and you're going to start looking messy.
That's right.
So check your environment.
Check
people.
your environment.
I don't care what color you are. It's not about
and I don't
color.
care what community you stay in.
It's not about the community.
That's right. It's about you, your mindset. Okay, wait a minute. I'm not finna go out here and get in no foolishness.
Right.
I'm gonna follow the law.
Yes.
And all this is teaching people is to follow the law. Sometimes you think that it's okay to not follow the law. Then when you get in trouble, you mad with the people that had to arrest you. It's not because I'm being mad with them. It's called following the law. That's what it's called.
And you are what you speak from your head to your feet.
That's right.
If you sit around and you keep thinking
that
the man gonna get you, the police is coming after you, all this, they're gonna run you down.
You're gonna create your own reality.
Creating your own
You're gonna
reality.
create your own reality.
That's right.
So people got to understand that you don't create that reality.
Yes.
You want peace, you want to be prosperous, and you want to do the right thing.
Right.
I'm not gonna go out there and I'm not gonna steal. I'm not gonna kill up my neighbor.
Right.
I don't have to. I listen. If I'm drinking, I know. I know my limit when to stop and take my behind in the house.
Right.
I'm not gonna go to no house party and gun down everybody there. I'm not gonna do those things.
Look.
And you got to catch yourself, young people. And I know it's been 8 years of you doing whatever you want to because nobody said nothing. They didn't want to say nothing. They didn't want to say nothing to you. That's how the liberals operate. They don't want to tell you the truth.
Right.
But I got to let you know that type of lifestyle will get you killed or you're going to be in jail. Period. One or the other. That's right. You're going to be in jail. You're going to be somewhere, baby.
Yes.
You're going to be somewhere.
Get it together. Because, see, I remember back in the day, Mama didn't play.
Oh, no.
Daddy didn't play.
But when the street light came on, your behind had to be home.
You was in the house.
Right.
Yes.
And we didn't have guns and stuff in our bedrooms.
Oh, no.
Now you young people, you hang with people that's got these guns, you smoking all this drugs, you're out of your mind and out of your hand. And then once the police have to arrest you, now y'all mad with the po-po. Don't be mad at the po-po. They're going to arrest you if you stealing and if you killing. You're going to get arrested. You're going to jail. You're going to go to jail for that. And I cannot defend that. Right. I can't be a part of that. Right. So that's why Auntie Diamond or my sister Diamond is letting you know, I want y'all to stop it because they about to get tough with these with these sentences. They're not going to play with you anymore. Right. They're not. They're not. Okay? Right. All right. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Yes. And kudos to the president for even going and speaking at this memorial for our police officers. Listen, they're here to protect and serve, and we need them.
Wonderful.
We need them. Okay, now speaking of the Justice Department, let's go on to Comey and Clapper, girl.
Comey and Clapper.
Okay, so you all know 6 days ago, our president fired Comey. He deserved to be fired. fired.
Yes, he
He's
earned the
fired.
right to be fired.
He fired. And you know the media, they keep spinning it, you all. They keep spinning it and spinning it. They keep spinning the story. They keep spinning it.
Yes.
And if that don't stick, they try to spin something else.
Something
If it's
else.
that, they try to
Yeah.
spin something else.
I say accusations, allegations, speculations without accurate information.
That's what they're doing.
Yes.
That's what they're doing.
Yes.
Well, you all.
Well.
So it looks like that the media is very upset because we're not biting it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it looked like the left is upset. I heard that they were crying over the fact it was just all upset. Schumer was just so upset about Comey being fired. Now,
Yeah.
this is the same left that wanted him fired whenever he came out with this extra investigation on Hillary
Right.
back in, I don't know if it was November or December or where it was,
Right.
when it was.
Uh-huh.
However, Comey, again, he deserved to be fired.
Right.
And I don't want an FBI director that does not follow proper protocol.
That's right.
Hillary-
Unless his pocketbook is getting greased.
Unless something has happened, we'll say allegedly.
We'll say allegedly. But you know what? Schumer said he don't have confidence in Comey anymore. That's
Well, then-
what he has said.
Okay, but if he said that, why? Why is he so upset with the president for firing
Yeah.
Comey?
And Pelosi said he clearly has a double standard.
Pelosi is silly too.
Yeah,
She
she's silly
just
too.
silly too. She
Yeah.
about like Maxine Waters
Yeah,
too.
yeah. It's a bunch of hogwash.
It's
is
a
what
bunch
I
of
call
hogwash.
it.
You know what? See, here's the deal. Hillary Clinton did a lot of misdeeds.
Yes.
Comey even broke it down what she did.
What she did. Yes.
Not one time did he indict her. Didn't do any of that.
Oh, no.
Didn't-
He
none of that.
basically created a double tier.
Yeah.
One for her and one for everybody
And
else.
that's exactly what
That's
he did.
when
So
it
what
comes
I
to
don't
justice.
understand is why is he constantly pushing this Russian story? He constantly pushing this why isn't the Democrats being investigated?
Right.
Because do you all know this ambassador was around the Democrats? Why isn't Hillary Clinton being investigated to her ties to Russia?
Why?
When she sold uranium. Why isn't Hillary Clinton's husband, Bill Clinton, being investigated?
Why?
Because he made a bunch of money giving speeches from Russia.
Yes.
Okay, what about that tie?
Right.
Okay,
Right.
and this thing about Russia the team being in cahoots,
Colluding.
colluding
Yes.
with. Give me a break.
Please.
Give me a break
And
from that.
especially if Clapper, he said in his statement.
Yes, he did.
He said that there was
No evidence of collusion between the members of the Trump campaign
Right.
and Russia. He said that.
He also said that no FISA application came to him. No FISA warrant came to him.
And that's the thing, to
about
have people to be in surveilled or
Yes, that to give them the okay to be able to do. You know how you have to put in an application,
Right.
If you want to survey somebody,
Right,
surveil
right.
somebody, or what have you, then you have to put in your FISA application.
But see, here's
That
the
they
deal.
come across
But
this
if
stuff.
Clapper had already said we didn't find anything,
Right.
why is Comey
Why?
still pushing this?
Why?
Oh, but y'all remember McCain?
Yes.
Oh, McCain. That's who we should be voting out to.
Yes.
McCain,
It's time for
Maxine,
McCain to go.
and Maxine too. Maxine
Yeah.
Waters
Yes.
and Pelosi
Yes.
and Schumer.
Yes.
Vote all of them
All
out.
of them, it's time for
Because
them to
why
go.
would he take this back to Comey?
Right.
For Comey to reopen up
But-
all of this here.
Right.
And all they would, let me tell y'all what they was going to try to do.
Tell me.
We would say allegedly. All Comey was trying to do, you all, was smack the American people for tax dollars.
That's right.
Tax dollars.
Money.
We paying millions of dollars
Yes.
for them to investigate when there's no
Nothing.
proof. They have no evidence
No
of this.
evidence.
And they keep pushing this foolishness.
And been doing this since July of 2016
yeah.
on
yeah.
the taxpayers' dollars.
That's exactly what they've been doing. Yeah. And you know what?
What?
We do need to vote in an FBI director. And you know who I like?
Who you like?
That guy called Trey Gordy.
Gordy. Okay.
I like him. I like
Gotti.
him. Gotti.
Is it Gordy?
Gowdy. Yes, I
Okay,
like
Gotti.
him. Yeah. Yeah. If Clapper didn't find nothing, Comey get in. Clapper tell Comey we ain't find nothing.
Right.
Then McCain with his old ass.
Yes.
McCain be making me
McCain
mad,
is
y'all.
insane in the
He be
membrane.
making me mad.
Yeah.
Go to Comey.
Yeah.
I think it's something. Well,
Yes.
how do you know,
How you know?
McCain?
Yes.
And then why didn't you go to Clapper whenever Hillary sold that uranium to Russia? Why didn't you run your old behind the Clapper
Right.
when her husband was making all that money
Why?
from from Russia.
That's right.
Why didn't you run over there to Clapper and let Clapper know that, oh, this ambassador for Russia is over here hanging with some of these Democrats. He been to the White House up under the Obama administration. You see how it's two-sided?
Yeah. I see.
All of this going to be debunked. All of this going to be
somebody's palm is getting greased.
Oh, yeah.
Honey, they're liable to say absolutely anything.
That's right.
And make certain things. But you know, I love the way that our president fired James Comey's ass. He fired him while he was away from the office.
Oh, I loved it too, girl.
Therefore, he couldn't plant anything.
He couldn't plant anything. That's right.
All he could take was his personal stuff.
Right. You know what I love about our president? He is such a smart and brilliant man.
Oh,
I don't give a damn what anybody say about our president.
Right.
I love the way he operates. Let me tell you something. I believe Comey should have been fired from day one.
Yes.
The president tried to give him a chance. But what you're not finna do is take and push a narrative.
Right.
And it's almost, you know what? Comey was part of the swamp.
Ooh.
He was like the rat clogging the pipe.
And
he needed to go. He needed to go.
And we knew that.
Yeah.
And told everybody that back in what, March?
That's right. Yeah.
Go check out Obama.
Somebody said God, he turned it down. Okay. Somebody said another option is Sheriff Clark. Okay. All right. Okay. But I'm just saying,
anybody but Comey.
I'm glad.
Comey ain't our homie.
Comey ain't our homie, honey. He deserved to be fired because you should have gotten Hillary, and you let Hillary. Yes. Hillary can unfollow the law,
right?
But you expect for everybody else to follow the law, and then you push the story that doesn't have any merit.
So Comey ain't our homie because he's phony.
He phony. That's right.
That's
and
right.
Clapper need to clap his behind right on back.
Yes.
Because y'all know Clapper was on TV. Trying to now make excuses, but no, the Clapper, you ain't got to try to save Comey from this here. You the one said there was nothing. He tried to say, I said it back then, but I don't know. No, I don't want to hear it.
No.
You both of you all is collided together.
Just go sit down somewhere.
Yeah, we don't want to hear it no more.
That's
that's our spill on Comey and Clapper, you all. I'm glad Comey is gone, glad Clapper ain't in there, and President Trump. Listen, just like somebody said, President Trump is the CEO.
Right.
He can hire and fire whoever he wants to hire and fire. He can do it so he see fit. Right. And then some people say, well, we don't like the message, how it came out. I don't care how it came out.
That's right.
He's the CEO.
Right.
Sometimes the administrators may not know. He may spin it a whole nother way. He can say it the way he wants to. It's time for the media to move on.
It's about like birthing a baby.
That's right.
We don't know how that baby gonna come out.
That's right.
But it's out.
It's out. That's right. That's all that matters.
Yes.
Speaking of baby girl, did you hear what happened to our baby Miss USA?
Yes.
Honey,
Congratulations. Kara McCollum.
McCollum, yes.
Congratulations. District of Columbia.
She's District of Columbia. Yes. Well, the Miss USA is being attacked from the left because of her conservative views. Now, Silk, do you have it? Tell everybody what she said, girl.
So she was asked the question, do you think affordable health care for all U.S. citizens is a right or a privilege?
Okay.
And her answer was, it's a privilege.
And the left went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yes, they did.
Okay, now let me tell you my deal on this here.
Okay.
Because I see it a little bit from both sides.
Yeah.
And this is what I think, and this is my opinion.
That's right.
You have for y'all to probably go write a blog on me. Okay. All right. Now listen. It's a privilege if someone is paying for your health care.
That's right. That's a privilege.
Okay, but if you are getting it for free and somebody's paying for you, that's your privilege.
That's your privilege. We got that
part.
But
it's a right if you're paying for it on your own.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Because everybody have a right to purchase their own health care.
Right. And what's wrong with the left? Yeah. They want to ride off the backs of the upper middle class, middle class, lower middle class to pay for everybody else's stuff. And see, that's a privilege. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of these people, it's privilege to do that.
Anytime you're riding on somebody else's dime and they let you.
Yeah, that's a privilege.
That's a privilege, honey. Because they don't have to give you that.
But if you got to pay for it out of your own pocket, then it's your right
to do
you
that.
have a right because you paying for it out of your own pocket. Now, that's how I saw it. Look, I don't see anything wrong, she said.
She told the naked, nasty truth. And see, I'm not for this universal health care where we put our money into this governmental system and then the government takes and ration out health
I don't
care.
like that. No, I don't want that
because
either.
they're going to be looking like Venezuela and all of these other different countries where the hospitals, you got about 5 or 6 people in one room.
We should have something where everybody is paying something into the system.
They're paying their own health insurance.
Because you got to pay for your own car
Yes,
insurance.
you do.
You got to pay for your own homeowner's insurance.
That's right.
And they don't ask you, are you poor?
Right.
They don't ask
They don't
you
ask you
that.
that.
They don't ask you
That's
that.
what kind of car do you have? What kind of vehicle do you have?
You're going to have to pay for it.
You
okay?
have to pay for it.
So what I'm saying is, I think it's a privilege if somebody else is paying for it and you getting it for free.
That's
and
right.
I think it's your right, baby, if you paying for your own health insurance.
That's right.
Is what I think.
And then I have mentioned something before about what's being poor and all of that.
Right.
Okay, and I got that some people needs help. They got to have help. But who I'm talking to right now is the able-bodied person.
That's
the
right.
one that's lazy.
That's right.
And refuse to go and get a job or do something, but would prefer to sit on the system and drain it dry.
Well, you know what? Since Facebook Live is so prevalent, people sometimes pop up in my feed. And some of the things that they be on their little Facebook Live, and some of the things that they say is so ridiculous. Some people think they have a sense of entitlement. Like, for example, some women think that when I have a baby, you're supposed to give me Medicaid.
What?
I want y'all to understand that's not how that works.
Did Medicaid give you the baby?
But it's your personal responsibility to have a baby. It is not up to the government to take care of your child.
That's right.
That's really the truth. Now, people don't like to hear that, but that's the truth. It's up to you to take care of your child,
right,
not the government.
Right.
Now, the government is there to assist you when you fall on hard times.
They're there to assist you,
But people think that they're supposed to get some kind of medical or Medicaid as soon as they get pregnant. And I know we have something out there where medical do cover pregnant women. Kudos, I'm glad.
But that's how the government wants.
But I want people to understand. You got this girl. She already got 4 kids. They've been taken from her. Now she's pregnant again.
Right.
Because I know I'm going to get some food stamps. I know I'm going to get some medical. I know I'm going to get this. Those are the people that I be talking about.
That's the ones I'm talking about, right?
We got to break that cycle.
Right.
You having all of these babies to either get a check or get some food stamps.
Right.
That's crumbs.
Yes.
That ain't nothing but crumbs.
And I'm not talking about the ones that need it.
Right.
Okay? I'm talking about the ones that have teeth. And I have teeth. But I can't get my teeth clean because I may make $1 too much, so I can't get it clean for free.
Right.
But now they sitting at the house.
They chilling
doing
like villains.
absolutely nothing.
Right.
But probably drinking a 40 ounce.
They could go buy that beer can.
They can go buy the beer and they can go get their teeth clean for free.
Well, what do they need their teeth clean for?
But what I'm saying, they can go get their teeth clean for free because I'm paying for it. What kind of mess is that?
That's how our system is set
So
up.
you get a privilege to get your teeth clean while
And
you sit at home
they ain't got to go to work and talk to nobody. They ain't working at the bank. They not in front of TV because your teeth got to be right.
And I'm in a public eye, and I got to keep my teeth clean.
Right. But you got to pay for that.
I got to pay for that out of my pocket.
Right.
And then I got to turn around and pay for you to be able to get your teeth clean while you sitting at the house doing nothing.
And drinking your 40 ounce.
And drinking your 40 ounce.
And smoking and staining your teeth.
Right.
Y'all, okay, so listen. Y'all got to stop that.
You got to stop that.
We got to stop this stinking thinking that they are supposed to give us something.
They only have one tooth.
Yeah. Personal responsibility. If you go and you have babies,
right,
you have to have the means of taking care of them.
Of it. That's right.
You have to. You can't always depend on the government because the government can't take care of it. This girl sitting around, they cut your food stamp. Why they cut your food stamp? My thing is, y'all get up off your behinds and go to work and buy your own food. I don't want the government ration me out telling me what I can and can't get.
But see, it's a part of the mindset. This is how it began. Remember, Lyndon B. Johnson, what did he say?
Somebody said that pen is not online. Yes, wait a minute. Yes, it is diamondandsilkstore.com or go to diamondandsilk.com. Go ahead.
diamondandsilkstore.com.
Lyndon B. Johnson said, give them enough to keep them quiet, but not enough to make a difference.
Right.
And I understand that people have to reach out for help, and you should.
Right.
But when I see people on my Facebook feed that's able-bodied,
you sitting
up, 4 of your kids been taken,
Right.
and you got one in your stomach, and you already started plotting on how much food stamps you gonna get. You gonna get a check for this, and you got that to me now. Okay,
Right.
now you're robbing the system. You're
That's
robbing
right.
and you are raping the system.
That's right.
And that is unfair.
you're
Because that system need to be there for somebody that really needs it.
And you're
Really
robbing the
needs it.
taxpayers
When you do that.
We as the taxpayers got to pay for everything that you do and
Right.
so forth. And that is a privilege.
Right.
Not a right.
Right. And so what people need to understand,
Right.
and I don't know who I'm talking to.
We know I'm talking to a lot of you out there.
Y'all know I love you.
Yes.
But when I see stuff like that, I cringe.
Right.
I cringe because it can be better. But when you know better, you do better.
Right.
You cannot sit and have all of these babies.
Mm-hmm.
The daddies, where the daddies at? The daddies ain't know. I don't know where they at.
Somewhere where they want to.
You having all these babies, and before you can even get the baby out your stomach, before you even a good 5 months, you done already started plotting with the system on how you gonna do. So you can either have you a check or something coming in.
That's
when
right.
you need to get off of your behind, because if you was off of your behind, you would be able to make them babies and spit them babies out like Tic Tacs like that. You would be able to do that.
You'd be too busy to be laid up.
And now, listen, I'm not downing people for having babies.
No, we're not
have
downing
as
you.
many babies as you want to, but be able to take care of them.
Be responsible.
Please be responsible.
Yes.
Don't throw that on the taxpayers.
That's right.
Because that's what the taxpayers get mad
That's
about.
right.
Okay? And that's true.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Personal responsibility, you all. Personal
Same for
responsibility.
abortion.
So listen, Miss USA, same for, but listen, that's between they making their money.
That's right.
Do not expect the taxpayers to pay for what you do at an abortion clinic. That's
right.
between you're making your own money, not the taxpayers' dollars.
That's right.
So that's why they had to defund some stuff.
Yes.
Okay, but so Miss USA, you know what? I commend her.
I commend her, and I love how she says she's not a feminist, she's an equalist.
That's right. I loved it. She did a wonderful, phenomenal job.
Yes.
Congratulations to you, Miss USA. And I like the answer to your question, honey.
Yes.
You have your right to your free speech.
That's
I
right.
love it, girl.
Yes.
Speaking of free speech, let's go to Betsy Devos.
Yes. Yes.
Now, the other week, the
goodness,
Secretary of Education, Betsy Devos, was delivering a commencement speech to graduates at Bethune-Cookman University, a historical black institution in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Right.
And when she got up and she started speaking, not all of them, but some in the graduation class got up, they turned their backs to her, and they booed her. And I was so embarrassed.
Oh, I cringed.
I was so embarrassed.
I cringed when I saw that.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that I couldn't believe it. And then later on, I was looking at TV and Whoopi, I'm gonna call her ass out.
Yeah, Whoopi.
Whoopi, it's their right.
Right.
It's their right to do it.
That's what she said.
That's their First Amendment. And then you had Sonny sitting there agreeing with Whoopi like she's her side chick.
I want somebody to go up in that view. Wait till they get booed.
Yeah, yeah. But my question is, first off, do you boo your pastor?
That's right. That's right.
Do you boo the minister, the minister that's the visiting minister?
That's
do
right.
you stand up and turn your back? See, it's your First Amendment right to boo, to stand up and do whatever you need to do.
Right.
But there is a moral responsibility called respect.
Respect.
There is a time and there's a place. Do you do that to a judge?
You don't do no mess like that.
But you have the right to do it. But do you do it? It's called respect. And a lot of these young people are losing respect. And if you're graduating from a college, you're like an adult, you should have some respect.
Well, what's going to happen is when you get out here in the real world, you young people, you either going to be hungry or homeless because ain't nobody going to want to hire you if you get up on your boss face and you boo him and turn your back to him or her.
Right.
They're not going to put up with that. See, that's what I'm trying to talk to these millennials. Listen, y'all got to stop that foolishness.
Right. Y'all
got to stop it. Y'all got to stop it. Ain't nobody gonna put up with you out here in these streets.
Yes.
Ain't nobody gonna put up with y'all.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
You done got your little piece of parchment paper.
Yes.
If whether a bachelor's degree or what associates, whatever you got,
yes.
You out here in the real world. You do that out here in the real world, you ain't gonna have nothing.
You ain't gonna have a thing.
Because people will fire you for being disrespectful like that. And shame on black people for telling these black students,
Yes.
or the students that stood up, that was okay.
That's okay.
That was wrong,
wrong.
you all. That
Yes.
was wrong. I'm here to tell you,
Right.
you were wrong
Yes.
for doing that.
You was wrong.
You were wrong.
Because if you can eat what you need to eat.
Right.
But what you don't need to eat, leave it on the table.
That's right. You don't have to listen and hear her out.
Right.
She was there to do a commencement speech.
Yes.
Okay? She
Yes.
was there to do that. Your job was to sit there and act intelligent and let her speak.
Right.
That's what your job was.
Right.
And she may have, she probably would have said something where it was like, oh, that's a thought. That's something to
Right.
think about. Oh, maybe we can do this here.
Right.
Instead of booing her.
And the sad thing is this. Your black president, President Barack Hussein Obama, cut millions of dollars from the HBCU.
Yes, he did. Yes,
he cut
did.
millions of dollars from that. And I didn't see you standing up booing nobody,
No,
acting
none of
like
that.
fools or anything like that. Also,
Yes.
people need to understand this, especially our black people.
Right, because they don't know this.
They need to understand this.
Go ahead and tell them.
HBCU,
Because they out here listening. Go ahead and tell
I
them.
know the trolls is rolling.
Uh-huh.
Richard Franklin Humphrey was a philanthropist who donated 10% of his estate to establish a school for descendants of the African American race or the black race. February the 25th, 1837.
Yeah.
This was a white man that did this for the black HBCU schools,
Right.
named Historically Black College and Universities. Okay? People is losing insight on the history
Right.
of where this all started,
Right.
who funded it, and how it all got to where it's
There
at.
you go. And when you try to tell them, they get mad.
They get mad at you.
It was not black people. Black people didn't have the money
They
to
didn't
start
have the money
this.
to do it.
It was a white person
A
that
white
started
man.
it. And I believe he was a Republican too.
I don't know what he was. I don't know exactly what he was,
Okay.
but I know that he is the one that started this here in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Okay. And then until 1954, the U.S. Supreme decision. You know, it's some more history. But the main thing that I want people to understand that this was started by a white man.
Right.
Okay. And a lot of times when black people, okay, I'm just gonna keep it real.
Come on, keep it real.
They are so stuck in this divisiveness
Oh yeah, they like that.
that they hate everybody.
That's right. They want to be hateful.
They want to be hateful,
Uh-huh.
okay? And what they got to recognize is that Martin Luther King had a dream.
He had a dream.
Yeah. And it's time for your ass to wake up from the dream and start living in the reality of the dream, because you're staying asleep in the dream. And then I looked over here at Harvard University.
Oh, I don't get this one now. Harvard University, you all. Black students at Harvard University are getting ready for their graduation.
Right.
They want to do a separation where it's just the graduation is just with black people and black people. They want to
Black
have
people.
a separate graduation.
Okay, so two words come to mind when I hear that.
What, girl?
Separation and segregation. You have just segregated yourself from the process of being part of the process.
And what does that say about Martin Luther King legacy? What he fought for.
Right.
And what about the other students that go to that school that may not be of African descent? What about them? That's just like I go to a school that's majority white, but they say, okay, we're going to have an all-white graduation, but Diamond, you can't join us.
You can't come until 2 days later. You ain't
black
have
behind can't come over
Yeah.
here, girl. You can't do that.
And whenever you begin to divide yourself based off of the color of your skin, I thought Martin Luther King, I thought that he wants you to be hand in hand.
He wanted
White,
to be
black, no matter the color of your skin.
According to Harvard University, they're so happy. Somebody was like, well, I can only imagine how special. This is what they said. I will feel when I walk across the stage to be able to honor my identity. But I want to say, bitch, bye.
Yes.
You know what?
You don't know who you are. And it's so many people that stand stuck in the pains of their ancestors until they're stuck right there.
Or stand in the stuck of the pain of the media, Jesse Jackson, L. Sharpton, and all
they want to keep you there.
Power to the people and all that kind of foolishness
fight
right
for
there.
your right in the Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
But President Trump met with students.
Yes, girl.
From Victoria Christian Center School from Charlotte, North Carolina.
And the media did not talk about that,
right.
girl. And those black children, and there was some black ones and some white, but it was majority black.
Yes.
They were so excited to be up there with the president.
They named a rocket after him. Trump. They named a rocket after him. And Mr. Trump asked the question, I'm just going to paraphrase, why the name Trump?
Right.
And one of the black gentlemen in the back said, because it conquers all.
It conquers all.
And I was like, you know what? This is what people need to understand. This is what people need to see right here.
And there's a lot of that going on.
Yes.
And y'all, you know why the media keep distracting us with the Russian stories?
Right.
It's so much good going on under the surface. They don't want you all to know.
Right.
The face of the GOP is changing.
It's changing.
Not only that, but people are getting involved.
Yes.
People are getting involved when it comes to politics.
Right.
And it's a lot of people that they don't talk about that really and truly support President Trump, you all.
They keep
and so they keep this foolishness going. It's just a handful of foolishness going.
Yes.
To try to undermine and
your
demand.
mind.
Right. Why they rape you from behind.
Pretty much.
Is what they're trying to do.
So that was an awesome, and I know it was an awesome experience. And like President Trump told them, if you win, come back and we can celebrate. And those students were so excited and so happy. So when you take and you allow people to dictate to you that you got to be separate because of the color of your skin. All they're doing is keeping you divided from the process of being part of an American.
And Harvard divided its own self.
Yes.
By even trying to hold something like that.
Yes.
And that's good. That's cute.
Right.
I'm not for that. I'm not for that. I don't like people being left out.
But that's how segregation and divisiveness began.
And listen, I like even when it comes to a neighborhood, I like diverse.
Right.
When I walk out my door, I want to see all people. I don't want to see just one type of person.
Right.
No.
Right.
And listen, a lot of these people keep saying sweet low, sweet cherry high. And some of these people really want to leave the country and they want to be back out there how it used to be in the days of the ancestors, where you go right on ahead. How they let them ship you right on back to Africa if you want. Right. But I'm not going with you and I'm not going to be a part of it.
No.
I want us all included.
Everybody needs to be included.
I want to know what everybody is doing because that's how we learn.
That's right.
From each other. That's how I know to eat certain foods. I feel a little this here, so I'm going to eat some of this here.
Some of that,
I want to know these things. And I'm telling you, when you live in a diverse community, when you live in a community where you can see a little everybody, I'm telling you, because you learn from people.
You learn from people. You learn from people. You learn from things. But once you learn from things, just like these monuments, okay, that they are trying to take down.
Right. I've heard about those.
That's historic monuments. I don't care what it is.
Right.
That's historic monuments. And when you take and try to kill your history, and silence your history, it will repeat itself.
It's going to repeat itself.
Right.
Listen, we have where we said Fayetteville, North Carolina. There's a thing called the Market House where they used to sell slaves. I would feel bad if they tore that down.
Right.
We need to know that is history.
What that represents.
Don't tear up or bring down history. But with some of these people, you can go and you can tear down everything that you may think is offensive or not.
Right.
But it's not until you change your mind.
Your mindset.
Because you can go tear down everything.
Yes.
You still going to be acting crazy.
Right.
And what I want those people to know is what's going to happen. Because we got people in our country that don't assimilate to our ways, that believe in Sharia law. And that's living in community living in towns where they done turned it into their type of town.
Right.
What's gonna happen when they get up one day and they say, you know what?
Yeah.
Martin Luther King monument offends me. I think I may want to tear the statue down.
Right.
So people don't reap what they sow.
Right.
They go. So I think we should leave history alone.
Right.
I really do.
Leave it.
Because if we mess with it, it's going to be repeated.
It's going to be repeated.
It's going to be repeated.
And then if you look at it, if you already segregating and separating yourself from a school, where this white man took, do you see? You're already repeating the cycle, and you don't even realize it, and then you want to sit back and cry racism.
Well, a lot of these people gonna be waking up real soon. You say you want to go back to Africa, you go right on ahead. Because take your behind back when you can't get your nails done and you have to cover up your hair. You don't want to be in this country, one of the greatest countries on earth.
Right.
You don't want to be right here, no problem. Go to where you want to be.
Go where you go.
Because there ain't nothing like being right here in the United States of America.
Free.
And being free, baby.
That's
and
right.
Being able to walk out your door.
Right.
Okay, and I see everybody.
Yes.
And not just one type of somebody.
Exactly.
We got to get out. People got to get out that mindset.
Being able to use any bathroom that I
want to use.
Bathroom.
I don't want to be using different bathrooms. I want, when I go to the bathroom, I see Becky, I see everybody. Hey, girl, how you doing? That's what I want. I like living in that.
Those days are over. So why are people still living as if those days...
Or trying to bring those days back. We didn't live in that era. I don't want to live in that era. I don't want to live where, because look, when I get thirsty, I want to be able to drink out of whatever fountain. If there's a water fountain, I got to drink out of it right here.
That's right.
I don't want to go back to that time, but when you see Harvard University doing this here kind of stuff, you trying to take us back to another time. Y'all got that piece of parchment paper, but some ain't done y'all no good.
And
somebody don't know something. Go
I
ahead.
don't want to be running a whole mile just to pee. I don't want that. People need to get that stuff straight.
They need to get that straight.
Okay,
girl.
I know it's about time
for us to go. We can take a call. Go ahead.
Can we hit Steve Harvey?
Okay, go ahead, y'all.
Steve Harvey.
So Steve Harvey, you all was in the news. Say, Steve, we love you.
We love you,
Steve Harvey wrote a letter to his staff.
Yes.
Okay, now tell me. No, let's go ahead.
A little too small. Okay. So he said, "Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. I'd like you all to review and adhere to the following notes and rules for season 5 of my talk show. There will be no meetings in my dressing room. No stopping or popping in. No one. Do not come to my dressing room unless invited. Do not open my dressing room door. If you open my door, expect to be removed. My security team will stop everyone from standing at my door who have the intent to see or speak to me. I want all the ambushing to stop now.
Whoa.
That includes TV staff. You must schedule an appointment. I have been taken advantage of by my lenient policy in the past. This ends now, no more. Do not approach me while I'm in the makeup chair unless I ask to speak with you directly. Either knock or use the doorbell. I am seeking more free time for me throughout the day." And he's in his 60s, right?
Right.
He deserves it. Do not wait in a hallway to speak to me. I hate being ambushed. So when you get older, you get a little nervous.
That's right. You don't want all that stuff like that.
Please make an appointment. See, when you make an appointment, he know that, okay, I know that Becky is going to be sitting here at 10 o'clock.
Somebody said he need a prep time and a prayer time.
That's right. That's right. I promise you I will not entertain you in the hallway. And do not attempt to walk with me. If you're reading this, yes, I mean you. Everyone, do not take offense to the new way of doing business. It is for the good of my personal life and my enjoyment. Thank you all, Steve Harvey.
You know, I didn't get offended when I heard about it. Look, we was thrust into all of this fame and this limelight, and I'm telling you all, when people love you, and I get it.
We know that you love it.
But sometimes that stuff can be dangerous. And I know you're talking to you, he's dealing with his staff.
Right.
But do you really know your staff like that? Somebody done ambush you or stabbed you or anything like that.
And you have to be able to see it from his perspective.
Right.
Okay? This is a man that is constantly on the go.
Right.
I'm just looking at us, and we're not doing half of what he's doing.
No.
And as busy as we are, it's like we're constantly on the go.
Right.
And so sometimes you just need your personal space. Especially before you get out to entertain.
Sometimes your personal space is sitting in a makeup chair getting some hair done.
Right.
To just get away from it because you done, it's energy you are.
Right.
So he had to have his moment.
And he had to create the energy to be able to energize other people.
That's right.
And so
when he have his personal time, getting his hair done or whatever, somebody ambushing him, that don't need to
Make an appointment with Steve Harvey.
Make an appointment.
Steve, Diamond and Silk is going to make an appointment with you, Steve. we're gonna come and talk to you so we can school you about these black folks
and how
keep
they
calling
like to
you out your name.
I know yes, they talked about him something bad too.
Instead of calling him Uncle Steve, they've been calling him Uncle Tom. So we need to talk to Uncle Steve. So Steve, Diamond and Silk will be making an appointment with you. We're not gonna ambush you.
No, we're not gonna, and we're gonna make our appointment. We just ain't gonna ambush him in the hallway.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Listen, you all, don't forget every day at 11:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we pray for our president. We know that soon he's going to be traveling outside of the country, going to Israel. Hey, Israel, we love y'all. We stand with you all, and other places in the world, even to visit the Pope. So we want you all to make sure that you're doing your duty and make sure you are praying for our president every day, 11:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's right.
Also, don't forget to visit the Diamond and Silk Store, diamondandsilkstore.com, and get your lovely and your beautiful Women United for Trump pins, you all. I think they're $15.95 or $15.95. Free shipping and handling. You don't have to worry about that. And those will be shipped out to you. Also, don't forget Diamond and Silk Store, diamondandsilkstore.com. And you all, don't forget, invite people to like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter. We're still trying to build all of our platforms. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Periscope,
Google+.
And I know it's some other little stuff out there.
And then visit our website, diamondandsilk.com.
That's right. Visit our website. So much stuff going on, you all. And just keep looking there for updates and updates, and we'll be updating because we got a lot of little stuff coming down the pipeline.
It's a lot of stuff that's going on, especially with us giving you all the information that the news media, the fake news media, you know who we're talking about.
They don't want to
even give it
so
to
we
you.
got to give you all. The one thing that we have to do, you all, is stand behind our president.
That's right.
We have to stand behind him. Listen, he's going to take him more. It's going to take him more than 100 days to undo what Obama did in 8 years.
That's right.
He got to undo that.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't start crying and acting. It may not happen right away.
Right.
Okay.
Because how you say it when you plant that seed.
Don't look for the tree tomorrow.
With apples.
Okay. Don't look for it tomorrow. You got to water. You got to feed it for it to grow. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I just want you all to understand it. Okay. But we are behind our president. So show your support, you all.
Right.
Stand with our president. Stand behind him.
We
are with him 100%.
Yes.
And guess what?
What?
They're talking about resistance coming. Well, we will fight back on the resistance because we ain't scared of the resistance. Listen, you all. We're just coming to give you the 211. We call it the 211 because it's two of us.
And we're the ones giving it to you.
So in the meantime, and in between time, we will see you all next time right here on Facebook Live. Good night, everybody, and have a good day tomorrow at work. We love y'all.
And go get your teeth clean.